Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. Depend on your time zone. I'm Azoka OJ, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Finally, Nnamdi Kanu appeared in court. That was yesterday, and he wasn't on cuffs, no, like the former appearances in the past. He looks healthier than what I thought, and don't blame me, because we heard earlier that the DSS has not allowed him to meet with his personal physicians who will give him the best attention. So I thought he would look haggard and, but at least he was in a high spirit from what we saw. Like many IPOBians desired, they saw him at least through videos recorded during the court proceedings. Like I said, he looks okay, though slightly macheted, but he's in a high spirit. He looks fine. And that is it. DSS facility is a bad place to be, and that is why his lawyers are seeking his movement to Kuje, which is slightly better. However, we should note that he's not yet convicted. Kuje is a prison, and I think DSS is a holding facility. But whichever, the lawyers know more. He's an accused person. I don't know if accused are put to the prison, unless there is just a holding facility in Kuje for people who are being tried. I don't know. But I think his lawyers made such demand because DSS is hell. Now, there is something I want to address a bit. I listened to several reactions yesterday regards the outcome of that yesterday's sitting. Some people are already threatening because of this November 10th day for the next court sitting. I would like to remind us that it is not wrong. It's just 3 weeks. And yesterday's court sitting was just to charge him, mention the charges, his case, and he pleads guilty or not. That was what they did yesterday. In most cases, the legal tussle doesn't begin on that day. It begins on the next date. It allows both the prosecution and the defense teams to prepare themselves. The prosecutors will gather all what they needed, including evidences, to make sure that they prove he is guilty as charged, while the defense will do their work of destroying the evidence and or proving the prosecutors wrong, or at least making sure he gets a fair trial. So what I'm trying to say is that nothing is wrong yet. Nothing is wrong with the next trial date. For me, it's near. It gives them enough time to prepare, like 3 weeks. Is it even enough? Okay, but it's okay. So calm down, please. Some are querying why it should be after Anambra elections. They are saying they suspect foul play. IPOB is opposed to the election somehow. In fact, I had some saying the election is postponed as the court announced the next date for the trial. They are postponing it by themselves. I don't really think there is any problem with the dates yet, unless you have something to tell us which I don't know. Then add that on the comment section. The next thing I want to talk about is the way the security operatives treated the lawyers and some top Igbo statesmen who were there to observe the proceedings, witness the case. I think that was wrong, and I hope that wouldn't be the case in the next sitting. We Igbos feel insulted locking out our representatives who were there at the court to witness the trial. Are they thinking people like Ezife will snatch Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and run away? I don't even understand why they were stopped from accessing the courtroom. I don't think, just like the other man was complaining, one of the lawyers, he said, they can't treat Sultan of Sokoto like that. They can't treat northern elites in that way. Meanwhile, I still understand that we are in Nigeria where anything goes. Now, let's look at the next story, which is also linked to this one somehow, Anambra elections. While it seems IPOB does not want the election to happen, and this also has to do with Nnamdi Kanu's detention, remaining in this detention. You need to hear what the federal government has to say on this. Buhari has released a statement to that effect. He said, make sure nothing stops Anambra election. He's warning the service chiefs. I think they had a meeting. The President Muhammad Buhari has ordered his service chiefs to make sure nothing stops the forthcoming Anambra election. That's the governorship election, which is to happen the 6th of November 2021. And you know what that means? Are they going to introduce a partial state of emergency? After coming out of their meeting, Buhari and the security chiefs at the presidential villa, he said, under no circumstances will anything be allowed to stop the elections from taking place successfully. He said, even if it means overwhelming the entire environment with the presence of the security agencies, as people have the right to vote and select their leader. That is to say, they are ready to empty the whole of Nigerian police in Anambra. Who knows if they are still intending to install an APC person, and this will be easy for them. According to Monguno, he said there are so many implications for the elections to be sabotaged by non-state actors. And democracy in the first place, and it's important to note that if these non-state actors should succeed in destroying the potentials for orderly elections, then it is natural that other parts of the country would also want to copy this same situation. Who are these non-state actors? And they are trying to say IPOB. So they are working hard to see that like IPOB said, we are not going to allow the election to happen. We are not in support. IPOB also said in one of its comment, of the spokesperson, said, we don't recognize INEC. And that is to say, IPOB told INEC, you are not my mate. Even the Nigerian executive, the Nigerian government that controls INEC indirectly is not IPOB's mate. This is coming from IPOB's spokesperson. So INEC, I don't have any discussion with you. Meanwhile, IPOB's stance is that the election will not hold. And Buhari said they are ready to empty the whole of the nation's security outfits. They are ready to empty it rather than IPOB stopping the election. What do you think? Add your comment on the comment section of this video. Please, no insults. And please follow us on Facebook, like we said, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Azuka OJ. I say bye for now.